We are all aware of the beautiful works of art that can be created from glass. But there's an artist in Silver Point, Tennessee that brings his vision and talents to the age-old tradition of paperweights, giving them his own flair and creativity. Damon MacNaught has perfected his work with paperweights, giving them beautiful designs inspired by nature and the world around him.
So an area in glass that I specialize in is called Millefiori paperweights. I've pursued them for the last 10 years, and I have a broad background in glass blowing. Can make a variety of different forms, but the paperweight was an area that I came across that struck a chord. It worked with, I like to work by myself, so it fit the need to work by myself in the studio, and I found a market with that body of work that allowed me to have a successful studio, and you know, I found that there was a lot of exploration I could do within that paperweight format. I got started in glass 20 years ago. There was a small glass program at Hartwood College where I went and did my undergraduate work, and it was tucked in the kiln room of the ceramics studio. It was hot, but the material was fascinating, and I haven't looked back since. It's held my attention for 20 years. It's a challenging medium to work with, the glass. There's always a new level to push and strive for as my skills become better, as I explore different bodies of work. It's an exciting material to, you know, see what the next step is and try to obtain that. I like to think of glass work as a sport. It's a very physical, team-oriented process, and it just makes a great environment to work in and talk with people and work with other people who specialize in glass work, so it's a pretty unique material. When you first start working with glass, you feel clumsy. It's a material that takes a bit of timing to understand how it works, and just a tremendous amount of practice. It's the more you handle the material, the easier it gets to work, and the better you're able to realize your ideas and designs. So to make a paperweight, a Millefiori paperweight, I typically start out by pulling all the individual glass rods, which are the cross-section designs. And then I take those rods and I cut them up into small pieces and arrange them in a steel mold. And all the pieces need to fit loosely, so they'll come out. The designs are done upside down, and then I take hot glass and drip it into the backside of the steel mold to fuse all the glass canes together. And then I continue to heat those canes until there are no air spaces in them. And once I'm satisfied with that look, I take that and encase it in clear crystal and continue to shape the 2000-degree glass until it starts to cool and it's the desired shape that I want. And then from there, when I'm happy with it, I take it and put it into an annealing oven and allow it to cool slowly overnight down to room temperature. Millefiori is Italian for 1,000 flowers. That's the translation. So we're always looking at nature for color inspiration or pattern inspiration. I look at a lot of other artists' work to see what's been done before, how I can learn from what's been done from history and paperweights, and then how I can take that and put my own spin on it to develop the field, to put my own imprint on the art of the paperweight. I do a lot of different glass work, Christmas ornaments, glass pumpkins, we sometimes make small sculptural glass birds. I also do neon work, so we do neon signs and just really whatever we're pursuing at the time. It depends on the season. Obviously in the fall we're making a lot of pumpkins and a lot of Christmas ornaments gearing up for the holidays. But I primarily focus on the paperweights. A mentor that I had was Kurt Brock over at the Appalachian Center for Crafts. I came down to work at the Craft Center 18 years ago as the artist in resident, and working alongside Kurt Brock allowed me to become a better glass worker, and also helped me organize my time, and helped me move forward in terms of becoming a professional artist and running a glass studio full time. I can remember when I was interviewing, there was a lot of concern about me coming from Brooklyn to rural Smithville. And so I flew down to visit the program and loved it. And that's another reason why I've located here and live here in Silver Point, because I just love Center Hill Lake and the people, around here. There's a lot of like-minded craftspeople. I felt at home down here and just connected with folks, and it just seemed like the right place to be.